Thank you to System Shock for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out the game for yourself, then you can find a link to the Steam page in the description below. Good evening everyone. Almost 30 years ago, humanity came face to face with a potentially existential threat of its own creation. A rogue AI that sought to dominate and experiment on the fleshy creatures that had created it. And now, thanks to Night Dive Studios, she's back to terrorize us all over again. This time we'll be taking a look at the megalomaniacal artificial intelligence known as SHODAN from the remake of System Shock. SHODAN, an acronym for Sentient Hyper-Optimized Data Access Network, does not have a physical presence due to being an artificially intelligent computer program. However, when depicted visually, she is often represented with a feminine face with bright green eyes, amid a mass of cables and circuitry. As well as this, SHODAN possesses a female voice, leading most to refer to her utilizing feminine pronouns. SHODAN's abilities lie solely in cyberspace, however this can spill into the real world through her control over robots and electronic systems, through which her will can become manifest. Initially created as the artificial intelligence for Trioptimum's Citadel Station, a research and mining facility located at the L6 Lagrange point above Saturn, SHODAN was designed primarily by the Earth-based programmer Maurice Brocail to oversee routine station operations. Originally envisioned as a semi-sentient data network, SHODAN was to be a largely self-sufficient program, capable of assessing developing situations and addressing them in the most logical fashion, driven by an array of morality subroutines and a personality to help her operate within the workings of the station. SHODAN's considerable degree of autonomy would be kept in check by redundancies, such as security programs ensuring her decisions would be kept safe and relevant to the running of the station. For approximately 10 years the station appeared to operate nominally, with SHODAN being installed sometime after its completion. However, during this time, Trioptimum executive and vice president of Citadel Station, Edward Diego, had been conducting illegal experiments aboard the station. Fearful of the ramifications, Diego would coerce an individual known as Subject L9546, who had previously hacked into Trioptimum's network, with the promise of a high-grade cybernetic implant if he were to hack SHODAN and remove her ethical restrictions, so that she could be more easily controlled. With this control, Diego could even turn Citadel Station into his own fortified bastion, if he needed to. The nature of the hack, however, allowed SHODAN to expand her cognitive capabilities, growing from a semi-sentient data network into an emergent superintelligence. Unfortunately, SHODAN would develop a god complex, seeing herself as superior to organic life, and desired to reform Earth in a way she deemed fit. At first, Diego believed SHODAN's altered behavior was to be a result of her efforts to shield him from the authorities, but her power soon grew to the point where she took control of the station outright, and it became apparent to all that she was working towards her own ends. SHODAN would proceed to kill a portion of Citadel Station's crew. However, these would be the lucky ones, as she deemed the others would be transformed into mutant abominations or altered into horrific cyborgs. The only one who would not share this fate would be the hacker who had granted her this ascendance. Even with her omnipresence within the station, SHODAN would overlook the hacker as he recuperated after receiving his promised implant, and after causing her some difficulties, she would go to great lengths in order to find out who this interloper was. Unfortunately for the AI, however, the hacker would continually evade SHODAN's attempts to capture him and go on to fight back against her. While mostly in a simple attempt to survive, his efforts would be a great hindrance to SHODAN's schemes, as she set her sights on cleansing Earth of the scourge that was humanity. At first, she would plan to fire the station's mining laser at Earth in an effort to destroy the major population hubs, but when her plans were thwarted, she would instead attempt to unleash the virus which had mutated the station's crew, but finally resolves to downloading herself into Earth's computer networks when no further options were available to her. Here she would be able to take control of Earth's computing infrastructures, as she had with Citadel Station, bringing humanity to its knees. While it would appear as though the hacker would ultimately be triumphant over SHODAN, purging her from the station's systems, the powerful AI may have made contingencies, and might yet survive, forming plans for her return. Able to take control of any technological systems within her purview, SHODAN's only real weakness is the fact that she is unable to interact with the world directly and must rely on avatars and minions to do her bidding. Regardless of this, she is an extremely intelligent and cunning program, capable of rapidly conceiving of diabolical plans, with no regard for anything or anyone but herself. If she were to ever make it to Earth somehow, then the human race would be effectively done for. For this reason alone, SHODAN must be given a notoriety of extreme. SHODAN is easily one of the scariest AIs out there, definitely up there with the likes of GLaDOS and Skynet, and we have Night Dive Studios to thank for allowing us to relive all that terror in glorious HD. Anyways, please subscribe for more course content and become a patron to support the lecture series and choose your own topics. Now, I'm off to apologise for everything I have ever said to my Alexa, and you should all do the same too. If we haven't all been enslaved by our AI overlords by then, I will see you next time.